want to be a medical student, then you are on the right video. Kuzampo everyone, I am Misang Shidalkar, a second-year medical student studying in Sri Lanka. I'm really happy that you clicked on this video because it means you're doing your research and showing interest to be a medical student. Just to remind you, this video is only relevant for students with Bhutanese citizenship, and if you are a foreigner, I don't think this video would be really helpful to you. First things first, before you get into med school and be a med student, you need to have a mini science background. I don't know about other scholarships, but for an MBBS government scholarship, you need to be a science student who completed grade 12 and who holds a Bhutanese citizenship. That's the basic requirement. Now let's say you completed your high school taking the science stream with great grades, and now you're wondering, where the hell do I get the information for MBBS scholarship? Don't worry guys, you have your phone. So in Bhutan, we had this department called DAHI, Department of Adult and Higher Education, but now this department has been dissolved. Now all the scholarship matters are handled by HRDD, Human Resource Development Division under RCAC, Royal Civil Service Commission. All the scholarship announcements and results will be given in their official website and official Facebook page. So after you get your high school Big C results, always make sure to check their page constantly and keep yourself updated because they can announce the scholarships anytime soon. Now the most awaited segment, the eligibility and criteria. To be eligible to apply for MBBS scholarship, as I mentioned earlier, you need to be a science student who completed grade 12 and who has a Bhutanese citizenship. If you are a foreigner studying in Bhutan and you don't have a Bhutanese ID, you won't be able to apply. When it comes to criteria, you need to have an average 81% and above. Each of the science subjects, which includes biology, chemistry, and physics, should have minimum 70%, with 55% in English. If you are a class 12 repeater, you won't be able to apply for this scholarship. You are English. Now the application process. When they announce the scholarship, they will provide you a link for you to apply and all the necessary information is given. But for you to know, I will just tell you briefly. For application, you need the following documents: class 10 and 12 pass certificate and mark sheet, CID card, online approved security clearance. You can visit www.citizenservices.gov.bt for more details regarding the scholarship. Then they will announce the merit ranking list. According to your marks and percentage, you will be listed in the merit rank. And for me, that was the most dreadful thing to look at. Anyway, now the selection interview. After the application process, the selected applicants will be called for a selection interview and you have to be physically there. The applicants must have the following documents in original form: class 10 and 12 pass certificate and mark sheet, CID card, transfer and character certificate, and merit certificates. During the selection interview, the selection process may vary. During our time, it was completely on academics. So the scholarship committee may look at your merit certificates, your confidence and speaking skills during their interview, and that may help pull up your rank. But I have to be really honest, selection interview really depends upon your luck of the year. What I mean when I say luck is, for example, let's say we have 10 MBBS slots and another 10 APMS slots, right? So the first 10 students will obviously take that MBBS slots, right? Now the 11th ranked student, he won't be able to get that MBBS, so he obviously has to opt for APMS, but he doesn't want that. So he drops that scholarship and opts for another course. Now the 12th rank has the chance to take that spot. Okay, let's give you another example for you to understand more. I'm really bad at explaining things. Let's say your rank is 30 and there are only 20 slots. But if the people before you drops the scholarships, you have the chance to get that spot. You have the chance to get the scholarship. So that's how the game goes. So the selection interview criteria may or may not change during your time. If the criteria is mainly on academics, then that means higher your merit rank, higher are your chances and choices. And by choices, I mean study country of your choice. And the study country are usually India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh. And recently they have added Japan, Cuba, and Bhutan. So higher your rank, greater options to choose from. However, you also need to be aware that each country or university has their own requirements to be fulfilled in order to get admission fully. For example, if you choose India, you need to do NEET exams to get into medical school. And if you choose Japan, you need to be a both maths and bio student. So yeah, there are certain criteria for that. So you need to be very careful when choosing the study country. Now, I don't want to jinx it, but in case you don't get the MBBS scholarship, don't be heartbroken, guys. Everything happens for a reason. We say when you gain something, you lose something, but sometimes it can be other way around too. So even if you don't get that damn MBBS scholarship, you can always wait for what is known as ad hoc scholarship. So this ad hoc scholarship is also announced by the government, the scholarship division, and they usually announce this scholarship after all the UG government scholarships are being processed. But I cannot guarantee you that all the ad hoc scholarships will have MBBS scholarship, but if you're lucky enough, you may get the chance. Next, the FAQ segment. The most question I receive is, what is the difference between MBBS and FAMS? Well, both scholarship will get you into medical school, but when you see MBBS and FAMS in their like announcement given by the scholarship department, MBBS literally means you'll get full scholarship. You're getting full scholarship. So all the stipend, college fees, tuition fees will be covered by them, covered by the government. But as for FAMS, I actually thought it was half scholarship, but I was so wrong for that. The full form of FAMS is actually assistance to privately enrolled medical students. So you will you will receive a fund of near 300,000 per year, and yeah, you have to manage that for college fees, other expenditures. So yeah, that's the only difference, but both will make you a medical student. The next FAQ is, do we need maths for MBBS scholarship? Actually no. The only subjects they look for is physics, biology, chemistry, and English. But if you are planning to study in Japan, they have their own requirement. Like I said earlier, you need to be both maths and bio student for that. You actually don't need maths for MBBS scholarship. A gentle reminder for you, let's imagine you got the scholarship and even completed your MBBS degree, but you are planning to work in a foreign country. That's not going to work. We get government scholarships, so we could serve back our country and people. That's how it works, right? So that's why you need to sign a bond or a contract with the government, or like I would say RCC, World Civil Service Commission, that you will serve the country double or triple the year of your course duration. So the course duration will be probably 6 years. So that means you need to serve the country 12 years at least. And if you break the bond, you know the consequences. You have to repay the government double the amount they spent for us. So that's how things are working, guys. So make your decisions wisely. Lastly, a little advice from little me. In social media, you may see being a medical student seems cool. It may look fancy when they wear white coats, scrubs, make colorful notes, or study thick anatomy books with skeleton beneath them. But what I want to remind you is that to be a medical student, you need a strong mindset with dedication and discipline. In med school, you may have a lot of lemon experiences, but to keep it as a lemon or make it a lemonade, it depends on you. Thank you for watching the video, guys. I hope you got all the information you need to get this MBBS scholarship. And I know you watched this video because you are interested to be a medical student. So in future, I really hope we get to meet in hospital, not as a patient, but as a doctor.